What's up, my PT peeps? One-Eye Bri back to talk about The Walking Dead and do a discussion video about Morgan and how important he is. Spoiler warning, if you're not updated on the show, you don't know stuff that's going on in the comics and Season 7, and just general spoiler warning for that. I don't want to ruin it for you, but it's a discussion video, so it's not much spoilers unless you're not up to date. So here we go, guys. So Morgan, how important is he? We'll talk about that in a second, but for a while there, it was either your Team Carol or Team Morgan. What side were you on? And I was Team Carol because it was kill or be killed, and Morgan's like, all life is precious. Then we get to the kingdom, and I like him at the kingdom for sure. I like him being at the kingdom away from Rick. I don't think their ideologies can work together by any means, but Ezekiel and Morgan can definitely work together. They definitely have a nice flow and connection with each other. Ezekiel definitely sees him as important. For sure. He even asked him what to do during the auditorium conference with, meeting with Rick and the strategy to fight the Saviors or whatever. Now, Morgan's not going to do that. He's a pacifist. He wants everyone to get along. But Negan and the Saviors and everyone, they want to take over the world. They want to take half of your shit, then take more of your stuff, then kill you and get rid of you. Take whatever they need. But Morgan is against that, and I understand that. I understand that he doesn't want to fight if it's not necessary, but I think something's going to have to change for down the road. Now, Morgan lies to Daryl and says Carol is not there. We'll find out in this episode 710, but Daryl understands somewhat about it. Morgan doesn't break the trust of Carol, and I like that about him. But before all this season 7 stuff, Morgan was pretty vital to this guy, Rick Grimes. Without Morgan and Dwayne, Rick would not be alive most likely. Season 1, episode 1, Rick comes to the house. He goes, he sees a walker. Dwayne smacks him in the head with a shovel. But, Morgan says, he was going to kill him, but he didn't. Then Rick Grimes survives. Morgan, protects him, trusts him, educates him on what's going on. Then we don't see Morgan again until season 3. Where he's nuts and he's crazy, and Rick and them go back to get supplies, and Rick has a trouble with Morgan, that's for sure. I don't know if this is a connection with the Whispers or something like that, or it's just Morgan being crazy about people wearing dead people's faces like the Whispers do, but Morgan was crazy, but we saw him in season 3 in the Clear episode, and it was pretty cool. It was a good callback to see Morgan again, and then we saw him later on in little tidbits here and there. I think it was like season 4 into season 5. And then it was great because we got to see it down the road where Morgan was following them somehow. I mean, I don't know how he walked that freaking far to right around Alexandria. But then somehow he saves Aaron. He saves Daryl in the car. He's talking to a wolf at the beginning of that episode. And you're like, Morgan's kind of cool. But then you find out that he's kind of like not willing to kill anybody. So he saves Daryl, which we're all thankful for. Saves Aaron, which of course we're thankful for as well. They take him back to Alexandria after they find out that he knows Rick. What's up? He's got the map from the church that Rick and Abraham had before, and they left. And then he goes to Alexandria. Now, that's where we're like, Morgan is pretty damn important, right? Because he started in episode 1, season 1, season 3, season 5, season 6, season 7. So he's been around a long-ass time. And he kind of is not going to work with Rick, but he does have importance for a lot of different things. Of course, saving Rick and saving Daryl and saving Aaron. I mean, without him, they're not around for sure. Morgan's got some good skills. His ideology is just a little off-putting to a lot of people. I mean, he went from crazy, super crazy, to killing everybody, to clear. I got to clear everybody. I got to do this. He was just nuts. And then he goes to the complete opposite, where he's not going to kill anybody unless they're walkers or whatever. He's just going to knock you out, tie you up, do whatever, try to rehabilitate you. But he goes from one extreme where he's going to kill everybody, clear. I got to clear, kill me, I got to clear. If you're important when you have your own episode for an hour and a half, and Morgan did. For sure. So we got to see the backstory of that too. So he has to be around for a while, right? Why would they invest that much time of all that backstory if it didn't make sense to keep Morgan around with Eastman and everything in the jail cell and to keep him in there too? So was it foreshadowing of the jail cell that he was going to build and that the jail cell might come back around like in the comics or whenever? Then we find out he's telling the story to the wolf that he kept alive, and people are like, what the F, bro. Stop trying to save this guy. He is crazy. Now, he's far different. Morgan is far different than the comic book Morgan, which is good. And I like the show Morgan more than the comic book, that's for sure. But Morgan's got to do a little tweaks, and I'll start liking him again on there. But I do like that he built the jail cell. Without that, you don't have the possibility of locking a certain bad guy in there, probably in Season 8. Morgan did save Carol. He saved Daryl. He saved Aaron. He saved a lot of people, and you can't put that down. That is extremely important. He did go against the wishes of Carol, though, which I love Carol. I want Carol to be around for a long time, so I'm kind of glad he did that, but he didn't obey that. He did save her, so that's going to be nice as well. He started the connection with the kingdom. I don't think they needed the kingdom connection because Jesus was going to take Rick there anyway, so it's cool, but we didn't need that. Like I said before, I like Morgan at the kingdom. Hopefully he stays there for a super long time and possibly runs the kingdom. Once a certain someone dies, like in the comic, you know what happens with that. If and when they bring the Whisperers around, someone's got to run the kingdom, and Morgan would be a good person for that. 2, I like his connection with Ezekiel. I just need Morgan to be more of a badass, taking his skills, taking out the saviors for sure. And I think something's going to happen pretty soon in a couple episodes in Season 7, if not 7-10, 7-13, where he's going to go start fighting for the survivors against the saviors. I want to see his interaction with Negan because that never happened in the comics because Morgan's drastically different. But I want to see Negan and Morgan and how that goes down for sure, probably in Season 8. Donatello Morgan, Morgan Jones. What do you think, guys? What do you make of Morgan? How important is he? Post your comments below, guys. I want to know what your thoughts are for sure. Do you like Morgan? Do you hate Morgan? Do you not care about Morgan? Let us know. Check out our Walking Dead community on Facebook. All are welcome. Join the group. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, guys. Subscribe to the YouTube channel to get more videos. You guys are awesome. Thank you for watching, and let us know what you think, guys.